Okay, after thinking about this overnight, and sometimes that's good, is to stop the project, get some sleep, and think about what you're doing next. So after doing that, I decided I'm going to rethink this whole valley thing. Typically, you do a little bit of flashing, which would typically be copper, which would be very expensive. And then you bring the slate right down to, and you only leave like a four inch gap all the way up through, and the water comes flying down through there. But I was thinking about it, you know what? That's tough to get up through there. Now I did do my slate ladder, but still, even with that. And I always liked how some of the slate roofers put boards in here, and then they slated right around. That looks really cool, but again, that's not what I want to do in this situation, because I would like to walk up in there or get up in access to this at times, because first of all, we have a ton of work up there to do. Secondly, eventually I'm going to have to replace all these shingles, the old ones. I mean, there's some life in a lot of them, but there's spots that are really bad. So there's always going to be some repair. So I decided I'm going to lay a 4-inch board in here. And then it turns out it looks like a 7-inch will be the next size. So I'm going to cut a 7-incher, just a short one, and test it. I'll lay a 7-incher, and then I'm going to see what size is next, because I want to go 3 layers of boards. So I have a flat area here. Not flat, I mean straight across here. Then I decide I'm going to take one more row of shingles out, so all these can be taken out right through here. Here's a brand new one, so that'll just go back in. But these other ones are old, and if they're good enough, I'll use them elsewhere for repair. If they're not, they'll turn into something else, decoration, or someone can paint on them, whatever, or they'll just go into my patio. Then I'm going to run aluminum all the way over and underneath. And I'll do 2 feet at a time and overlap the strips. Then I'm going to come through and put in one more layer all the way up through of the slate, so that I cover up the overlap and the water can come right down through. So we're going to have a big gap here of aluminum. It's going to be white. I don't think it's going to hurt the looks of the roof, and let's face it, no one sees this anyways, but I still think it's going to look beautiful. And it's going to have a flat area that I have an idea for a modified valley ladder that I could have in components, pieces to go all the way up through. So that's what I'm thinking now, and let's see how it all plays out.